beautiful.
Gorgeous. Thank you for that advice. What would I do without you in my life? You're starting to make me have a crush on you.
Everybody has a crush on me. Hello.
Welcome back. We are with Christian Siriano, Mentor Project, runway and designer to the icons. Okay,
that's the clip.
That's the clip we picked.
Perfect.
Designer to the icons, appropriately so.
I love it.
I got to tell you, I was telling the team when we were putting this show together, I said, okay, by now we know you are brilliant at what you do, but there are times I think, what is this life really like? Like, what do you do? You're from Annapolis, Maryland.
Yep.
And I know you're,
Clap.
for the 4 other people from Annapolis.
The 3. No one lives there.
You describe your childhood as always on the water. It was crab cakes and
Yes.
crab and water.
The fact that my mom sent that, but I'm sketching.
You are sketching.
I'm sketching.
Yes.
I don't know how old I was there, but
It looks like you're about 2 in that picture,
Literally.
2 years old. So you were just from day one
Yeah.
this person who could create?
Yeah, I loved it.
I mean, I'm looking at that grip on that crayon. You meant
Grip.
business, yeah.
Grip. I was trying to get my idea out. And I still am like that. No, yeah, I know. I mean, growing up in Annapolis is amazing. Yeah, my sister was a ballet dancer.
Yeah.
I learned so much from her.
Were you in ballet as well?
Yes,
I thought
yes.
so, ballet and theater.
Yeah.
So who cultivated that in your home?
I think my sister kicked it off, and I think then I just was jealous that she got to go be a performer, so I wanted to be. But then I realized I liked being backstage with the costumes and the hair and makeup, and I love seeing her in warm-ups and then become like a sugar plum fairy.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing, which is why I still use tulle in every single show I do.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, because
Oh,
it
that's
just
interesting.
reminds me of my childhood and yeah.
Do you remember the first thing you made?
I kind of do. It was not good, but it was hot glued. And but I do remember the first time I put a zipper in a dress, and my mom came in and was like, "You put a zipper in the dress? How?" And I was like, "Well, I just watched you, and I figured it out." Yeah.
I love that. Because, we do our little series here. Well, it's not little, it's phenomenal. We've done it like 8 times in a row now, our up and coming designer series. And it was inspired by, I grew up in a very small town, and whenever there was a big thing that I needed, someone made it. We didn't have the money to go into a store, so someone made it. And my aunts and relatives, they had those Vogue patterns underneath their sewing machine.
So did my mom.
And they were like, we'd go to the fabric store.
course.
This was pre-YouTube.
Yes.
Now you can watch a YouTube show,
Yes.
learn to sew. Then you were watching someone in the home.
Yes, literally.
And that gives you a different attachment to it, I think, in some way.
Yeah, I didn't know how to make anything. My mom kind of taught me. We had the sewing machine set up in the dining room. I'll never forget it. I think the dining room was the workroom for a really long time.
For everybody who had a sewing machine.
For a really long time. But my mom told me the other day, she's like, it's okay. She goes, I'm on a cruise and I'm gonna book another one. You're gonna pay for it. So now she's kind of like, and I just bought her a house, so she's fine.
Yeah.
So she's fine. So it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out.
Dining room, workroom.
Yeah, the dining room turned into a lot of good things in your life.
Yes.
Going back to your aesthetic and where you get this eye from, I know that your Italian family, there were a lot of tailors in the family.
Yes.
How did you learn that family history? Did you go digging for it, or was it always forefront?
It was just there. My grandmother was kind of a hat maker, and then she kind of would make these really beautiful, she worked for a florist for a long time. So she actually was a bit more inspiring. The tailor part of the side, it was just around, but I think I liked her tactile techniques, which is why I work with a lot of embroidery and things like that, probably. Yeah, probably. And then my mom's side is German, and they're very you don't stop, you work hard, you work hard for your money and all those things.
So you have this emergence of these two worlds, these Italian tailors and your grandmom, this attention to detail, and then this work ethic side of you. It all collides into this. Oh, and I know that your 40th collection was inspired by your grandmother's trips to Positano.
Yes.
How did that inspire Positano specifically?
I think I was any Italian trip I think is always inspiring, but I think from culture and pulling things from my world that I didn't know a lot about, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice. Sometimes the dream and the fantasy of something can really inspire me, even if I've never been.
Yeah. You see it maybe in a magazine, or you catch a video and then it becomes your inspiration.
Yeah, it could be one photo of an old picture that my grandmother gave me, or an old photo that my mom had, and I could be inspired by one thing.
Really?
And because it all then becomes imagination. There's no rules. No one's telling me what I put out into the world. That's why I just make things that I want to make.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you think that boldness comes from the fact that a lot of the plan in the beginning anyway, it seems like you wanted to go to FIT.
Yeah.
That didn't work out. You ended up in London.
Yeah, I didn't get in.
You didn't get in. I was
Right.
going to let you say that part.
I didn't get in. It's okay, we can say it nicely.
Well, I got fired once, so there you have it. And I ended up with a talk show, so there.
Exactly.
But you didn't get into FIT. You go to London, you're studying under Alexander McQueen, Vivian Westwood.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of that setback set you up to be confident. Because once
Yeah.
you're told you're not in the room, you
Yeah.
create your own room so often.
Once you're told, yeah, you really do.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
true. And I think, when you, like we all say that, you have to have, things that don't work out to push you harder.
Did it make you tougher?
Oh my God, it made me, I think I'm still fighting, I'm tired. But I was like,
You're windmilling at life.
It made me so mad, and I was like, I'm gonna move to Europe, because why? My mother and my mom didn't even have a passport. She had never been anywhere. So like, we got a passport, we moved to London, I went to school there.
Your mom moved with you the whole...
She took me there. It was hilarious. We had no idea what we were doing. And then I was like, I'm gonna go to design school here. And she was like, sure, okay.
Yeah.
And it just worked out. It all worked out. But yeah, it was like a big leap and hilarious. She's so cute. I want you to know, though, at FIT, thank you so much, we have multiple things in their permanent museum collection. Thank you now.
Right. But that, you know what? I think that's the best part of the story.
They
because
missed out.
They or they inspire.
Or now they inspire.
Or they
You know what? They
inspire.
inspire.
Exactly.
We're gonna say
because
that,
I say
'cause we
we're
love them.
all an underdog in some capacity of our lives, but you keep going because
Yeah.
not being picked first is okay, or not being picked at all
Yes.
is okay.
It is, for sure.
Yeah. And now your pieces are there at FIT
Yes.
to inspire.
And I get students all the time that are interns for me every day, which is amazing, and they're so talented. So it came full circle, which is always nice when that happens.
It is. When we come back, when he's not dressing the world, where does Christian live his life? We're going into his homes after the break.